I'm having a TOS or thoracic outlet syndrome flare-up. Hi, my name is Jim. I make videos about chronic pain. Mine is due to almost 40 years now with TOS or thoracic outlet syndrome. And I've made videos about this before. And I started realizing, though, I was thinking about this and thinking, you know, if someone doesn't know what TOS is, which is most people on the planet, and they're just having like neck, shoulder, and arm pain, they're not going to click on those videos because they don't know what it is. So I think I will retitle this video like neck, shoulder, and arm pain because, you know, just thinking that, you know, it took me probably 10 years or so before I ever got diagnosed with TOS or thoracic outlet syndrome. But I always had, you know, this pain in my neck. Like today is a good day to make a video because I'm having a flare-up, so I can kind of explain it. It's like pain really tight in the back of my neck, and like I kind of have a dull headache, kind of right behind my eyes, and then I'm really tight through the chest, really tight through the upper back. The pain kind of goes down my arms. My hands are ice cold. My fingers are stiff. So, you know, if you don't know what thoracic outlet syndrome is, it's like a compression. It's like there's not enough space up here where the nerves and the arteries come out of your neck and go down your arm. So they get kind of compressed, or sometimes, like in my case, if I use my arms too much, then like, I guess the nerves kind of get inflamed and everything kind of swells, and then that causes symptoms. Like, I had surgery in 1991, and it kind of made me worse. It was just on one side, on the right side, they took the scalene muscles out of my neck, and that's supposed to make more room. But it caused a lot more pain in my shoulder area, in my neck, and actually I've been on disability ever since then. So I'm 57 now. I started having symptoms when I was about 17 or 18, so almost 40 years ago. And yeah, I never really, TOS is so rare, I never hear people talk about it. So that's why I started making videos and just talking about it myself, kind of my experience with it. And like I was saying, it starts out as kind of pain up here in the neck. And I think mine started out, I had wrist pain right here on my wrist, on my right wrist. I have it in both arms, but I think it started out more in the right arm. And I think I've heard other people say that. I've never personally met anyone else who has thoracic outlet syndrome. Like I said, I've had it for almost 40 years now, and I've never met anyone in person who has it. I've only talked to people like online, you know, in forums and stuff like that. But so I don't know how rare it is. Pretty rare, I guess, because most doctors don't even know what it is. Most doctors, if you bring it up and if I bring it up to them, they don't even really know what I'm talking about. So, in fact, I've had doctors that don't even believe it exists. So, but I know for a fact it exists because I had surgery for it, and you know, I know that it exists. So what happened with me on this flare-up is I've been doing a little bit better lately. Probably for around the last 7 or 8 years, I've been working on my mobility, doing joint mobility exercises. Vacuum cupping has helped a lot. Actually, I should probably do that later. Vacuum cupping, you put these suction cups on the muscles where they're tight and leave them on there for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and it helps to relax the muscles. At least in my case it does. And then self-massage. I found a little bit of self-massage is good. If you do too much massage at once, then it'll cause a flare-up. But I thought I would make this video kind of describing the symptoms, why I'm flared up. And like I said, put just neck, shoulder, and arm pain in the title instead of like TOS or thoracic outlet syndrome, because I figured, You know, most people don't know what that is. So if they're having neck, shoulder, and arm pain, they're not going to click on those videos. So I figured, you know, doing a different title might be helpful. Another problem I have in this right hand is my fingers turn white sometimes. It's sort of like Raynaud's syndrome, I guess, but I think it's caused from the TOS in my case. That only started since I moved here, like 2 years ago. I also had a 2 levels lumbar fusion surgery at that time, and I don't know if that is causing you know, more symptoms in my left hand, or it's just maybe because it's colder here, and that's what it is. It seems like when the hand gets cold, the fingers turn white. So sometimes I have to wear a glove on it, or just keep the hand in my pocket, or, you know, because once those fingers turn white, it's kind of scary. It's like almost like it takes a while to get the blood back into them. And doctor told me to be careful because you can lose your fingers if they, you know, you don't get blood to them for, you know, for a certain amount of time if it goes too long. So he goes, be really careful with that. Make sure you keep your hands warm. So I just try to do that. So, so those are some of the symptoms. I mean, it's not like the pain I get from TOS, it's not like a super high intensity pain like if you smash your hand or something like that. It's more of a dull ache, and you just feel really tight all over, like all of your muscles are just really tight and you can't get loose. That's where I got my channel name, the TosTinMan, because I'm kind of like a tin man. I'm so tight, I can't, when I get a flare-up, I'm just so tight and stiff. I'm not as bad as I used to be, but, you know, still when I get a flare-up, I can't move very well. I'm just so tight in the upper body. So hopefully this video will be helpful for people. Maybe, you know, maybe if a few people watch it, if they're having the symptoms and they see the video, maybe it will help them get diagnosed. Thanks for watching. See you guys.